You mean you haven't seen Jason Statham play Othello, bro? This is crazy.
I didn't. Must have missed that rendition.
I'm the beekeeper.
I like the one with Julia Stiles.
I fucking miss you guys, man.
You too.
How long have we been live? What the fuck?
Yeah, here, Brian. Let's go to a match. No fucking match. I'm not finished yet. You think this is over? You think I've forgotten this?
I never fucking meant for you to get hurt.
That piece of shit that you brought on here? Wait till I get my hands on him.
Oh, wait, let me explain something to you before you go overboard here. We disagree about a lot of things. I never meant for him to do that to you. He just went overboard.
Oh, yeah.
And he apologized.
I don't believe you, you dickhead. I don't believe what you say anymore, Brian.
How do you want me to prove it to you?
There's no way.
Hey, give me my
prove
fucking phone.
You say give it a rest. We say give it the abdominal stretch. No need to be stressed. Take a play off abdominal stretch. Rope for leverage. Have a beverage. Hope the ref doesn't check. Abdominal stretch. Stay awake, bro. I'm Waco. I'm David Koresh. Why the hate, bro? Let's work slow. Abdominal stretch. Gut feeling, hedging our bets. 5 aces and decks. DiBiase the checks. The abdominal stretch.
Hello and welcome to the Abdominal Stretch, the podcast by the guys who podcast about wrestling but don't always watch the wrestling that they podcast about. A toxic space for safe people or a safe space for toxic people. I haven't worked that one out yet. We're back. Pumps, Pablo. It's been a 4-week hiatus, guys. How are you?
Has been good. I mean, as good as that one can be.
Yes, we are a family-friendly show, and Pablo had some family situations that he had to take care of, and we respect that. And we don't leave our six-man tag belts behind.
I want to thank my boss, Nathan Haskell, for giving me that time off. He's really a good guy to work for.
Listen, bro, just don't ask for health insurance.
They're really good to me here at the Abdominal Stretch.
Union? What's that?
Hey, I am very happy to be back, guys.
Would that suck if Pumps and I just formed a union right now and just we're like, hey, Nathan, we need health insurance?
No, because I'd turn it into a fucking bit and let you guys do your own thing, and then I would just cut fucking promos and shit and be all in.
All right.
And then we would come back together. We'll be back. We'll go and come back more times than fucking Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty killed a man. Marty Jannetty killed a man. Apparently.
Speaking of fuck. You know what, guys? Fuck, it's been a while. All right. Pups.
Yo.
How was your week, sir?
By 4 weeks?
How was your 4 weeks?
Yeah, pretty good, I guess.
Can you turn your mic up just a little bit?
Sure.
Thanks, dude.
People need to hear you.
There you go. We're good. Sorry, I'm going to do the thing now where I send out all of our things. So continue, Pumps. How was your week or weeks? Or is there anything you'd like to share with the class?
No, I don't remember.
That was a good move, too.
Starting off exactly where we left.
I don't remember. It's been forever. I'm probably still mad at you.
How was your 4th of July, for fuck's sake? Give me something.
Oh, man. I was trying to remember what Bo used to say that he did with his family, but I got nothing.
So what did you do?
Nothing. I sat on the couch and played Modern Warfare.
That's what I want to hear.
I can tell you, they have really good fireworks out in Tennessee, the type of shit we can't get out here in California.
Yes,
So,
California.
Did you partake in some of these fireworks that the rest of the country is not privileged in being able to pop?
No, I mean, I watched them from my pool, but that was about it.
Flex.
I mean, it's an above-ground pool. I don't have money.
You don't need to say that. People don't know it.
Well, they know now.
As far as the fans know, you've got a palatial estate.
I do okay.
I love a good above ground pool.
Yeah, fucks with it.
Yeah, my
I haven't
sister had one in New Orleans, and let me fucking tell you, it got hot. And that above ground pool kicks ass.
Listen, if you got the space and you don't have the money to put a below ground pool in, like my cousin recently put in a below ground pool, and it was an undertaking. Let's just.
And it's a commitment. You're committed. You
Oh
have
yeah.
a house after that.
You got to bring in backhoes and the whole deal.
No, the above ground you can opt out. I can be like, I just took it apart. No more.
Right. How long was the install on the above ground?
4 hours.
You were swimming same day.
Yeah.
Click on this link right here. Purchase an above ground pool.
No. I don't have one of those Amazon jobs. My shit was 15 by 30. Come on now.
Well,
You put some respect on the fucking pump.
Right.
sorry, dude.
Pablo, how was your 4th of July?
It was good. We popped fireworks, did the family thing. It was good to kind of have it's a wholesome time. I don't know. There's food and pool and barbecue and firecrackers. Not all the good firecrackers like the one Pumps can get at Tennessee. And did not.
I was going to ask, what's the legality? What kind of? So you can do fireworks though, like they're legal in yours. No, you. I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
You can get like the fucking fireworks they sell off the side of the freeway or whatever, right?
There's I mean, whatever they sell in California is what you can get. California as a state in general has a weird firework.
Well, listen. If you hit me up, you can get some things they sell in California that they don't sell in California. I had some firework plugs that constantly hit me up that I had to pass on. I'm not.
We had a few. We had some things.
Okay.
We had some Roman candles and some
some black cats.
No, not the black cats. Now, I thought that was a Southern thing for real. Like the black cats are pretty dangerous firecrackers. You can
well, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of those little black ones that like on the ground. They just
dude. The black
those are
cat.
dangerous.
I mean, according to California.
Are you talking about Ernest Miller, the black cat?
He was just the cat, sir. But he was really I love Ernest the Cat Miller. Shout out to Ernest the Cat Miller. Very nice gentleman. Met him at a few cons. Nothing.
He seems like it.
But no black cats. Those are
illegal.
Yeah, if you're getting the good black cats, they're the ones that you can like light and literally throw in the water and they will still explode.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we used to do it all the time. Actually, it was very fun back in my adolescent days or whatever. But yeah, you can literally light them, throw them in the water, and they will explode. So we didn't have anything like that, but we had bottle rockets, and I don't know, it was wholesome
sparklers.
4th of July overall.
Sparklers. Your kids draw in the air with sparklers.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's kid burned themselves with a sparkler. Not my kid.
Yeah. It's not 4th of July without an accident.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, it's fine. He's sad for a little while, but it's like, it's part of being a kid, right?
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Did he get a cool scar?
I don't know. I'll follow up.
Okay.
Too early to tell.
Too early to tell. Yeah. This happened yesterday. This is the 5th of July. So
my 4th of July, thanks for asking. I ate edibles and
So it was a Thursday.
Yeah, pretty much. I took my mom to the airport, and then came home and ate a lot of edibles and laid on the couch and watched 3 movies and fell asleep through a lot of them. Woke back up during some of them. That's what I did. My wife went to Lake Havasu. I could not join because I had to work on Friday, and she did not. And I was not going to do 6 hours each way to spend 30 hours. If you know me, you know that being on a boat for 8 hours in 110-degree heat is really not my jam.
No. My boy said this week that in our group's chat, Nathan's favorite sunblock is a house.
Yeah.
And it couldn't be any more accurate and hilariously disrespectful.
Nathan, if you're going to have any kind of hip hop career here, you're going to obligatorily have to shoot a music video on a boat at some point. So you're going to have to get over that shit, man.
If I'm shooting music videos on boats and they're not like some sort of comedic Jaws remake, someone has
shoot him in the pool.
Someone has cloned me, and
It is.
I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Fuck, that would be funny, dude, to do a video like in a pool with boats, right? Like little boats, like fake boats, and then try to recreate them somehow like cheaply and then go from the little boat to and try to act like you're on that boat, but then you do the shots that are clearly like Pee-wee's Playhouse when that dude's got the big bathtub boats. That's funny.
There's a subculture on the internet of people that do low budget, shot by shot kind of movies, and they'll do shit like that.
When I did on my last record that song called Yell Shark, I had a hilarious idea for a music video for it. But like all of my hilarious ideas, I did nothing with it. It was going to be the fucking when Brody's got the binoculars on a lifeguard tower, and it like does that shot where it looks like it's moving backwards, but it's really like moving like that classic
Moving in while you're zooming out.
Yeah. And then I'm like on the beach with like the zinc on my fucking. It was gonna. I had it all. That'd have been a good one. But I get high and lay on the couch. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Happy birthday, America.
My cousin wore a shirt that said England blew a 13 colony lead.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a solid shirt.
It's a solid dad shirt.
That's a solid dad shirt, that's for sure. And they didn't do fireworks. They didn't do fireworks in their front yard because the day before somebody set their front yard on fire doing fireworks early. Like, I'll send you guys the photos in our chat. Like for real, like engulfed. I think there was a car in the driveway that also got set on fire. Like 3 houses down. Yeah, and he's in a nice neighborhood. Like, this was a bad accident.
Person ruined the 4th of July for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. This
Fuck
was like,
this up, man.
all right, we're not doing fireworks in our yard.
That neighbor's got to be like a piece of shit. Everybody's got to be angry.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten that deep into it. I was just glad that, nobody was hurt.
Nobody's hurt. Yeah. That's fine. But they still ruined America's birthday. So
They did.
thanks for all the freedom, America.
All right. So all of it's watchers, it's really, listen, we're going to have to earn you guys back. We get it. We went back to back, episodes 16 and 17, 40 plus views, our best shows. We were rocking and rolling, but life started lifing. And now we understand that in today's social media age where everybody's attention span is 38 seconds, we're now out of your brains. We're out. We want you back. So we're hoping, we're back, and we want you to join us. So we're going to spend the next 6 hours talking about 4 weeks of wrestling.
Oh,
Here we go.
Could you imagine we just do a 24-hour live stream breaking down every show from June 1st to July 5th?
We're gonna do a marathon until Money in the Bank. We're doing the pre.
We aren't stopping until we get 50 views.
That's it. That is it. We're not gonna stop.
Nope. All right. So wrestling. It's been going on. Wrestling kept going while we stopped. Crazy enough.
imagine that.
Imagine that. So maybe we talk a little AEW first. Forbidden Door happened. I don't know if any one of us watched it, but I'm sure we've all seen some highlights, so we can run through a couple things, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
I mean, there's a major thing. There's like 2.
Yeah, we still don't have a producer, so this is we're still doing this.
Let's see what Nate thinks is major.
Well, Pablo said that, not me.
I think
We've been having a nice fucking 14 minutes and 58 seconds, Pumps. Let's not ruin it. Okay?
Waiting on you.
Miss you guys.
here's our producer.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I brought up the card.
That's it. That's all we need. Look at that. Look at that full ass fucking card.
Look at
God
that.
Damn, how many matches is that?
That's what I said. I mean, how much is the pay-per-view? $60?
Yeah, 59.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. They're basically saying, listen, it's $5 a match.
Yeah, I don't want to see these matches though.
Oh, come on, bro. You mean you weren't waiting for Orange Cassidy and Zack Sabre Jr.?
Only to see Zack Sabre Jr., but I subscribe to New Japan, so no.
So, all right. Of all of these matches, a lot of which nobody gave two fucks about, out of this card, okay, I'm going to go with the highlights that I've seen on social media, and then we can interact, and then you guys can tell me if something I missed, okay? Jack Perry won this ladder match and is now a champion because, of course, right? Because the Elite's got to have all of the belts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? MJF beat a guy from Mexico that nobody cares about. Okay, this was...
He beat, was it one of the Lucha Bros?
I don't know. What is the... I can't even see this. Who is...
Henshiro? Right?
No, bro. He wrestled some guy named
Penta. Did he wrestle
No,
Penta?
no. You're looking at the goddamn graphic, Pablo.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't even see this man on here. This is terrible graphic.
It's
Poor design. I'm just going to call it out right now. This poor design.
2 up from the left. It's Henshio?
No, I don't know. I can't even. The graphics,
This is why you watch the show, guys. Because we're just like you.
No, well, I mean, the big takeaway from this is that us as casual wrestling fans are not as, I don't know, I guess it's a cool enough graphic, but there's just too many things happening that I guess don't really have a storyline, but
don't really have a storyline. That's suggesting that maybe there is a somewhat of a storyline.
There's a story here with the Jericho people and Samoa Joe, but okay. That'll probably happen on Dynamite or freaking Rampage or something next week again or something.
Right.
Yeah.
There's 3 matches on here. I feel like
your boy John Moxley Pumps lost the IWGP belt.
Oh, I know. They spoiled that when they announced the G1 blocks.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, the champion is always in the G1, and Moxley's not in the G1.
Ah.
Who made that call?
Yeah, how does that happen? When AEW is peddled to marks.
Yeah, but dude, that's deep into the weeds.
Is that super mark status?
I mean, yeah.
That's why we have you.
Well,
because we're all super marks, but you're a super mark for the Japan shit. And now we know that it was spoiled.
Well, a lot of good it does us 2 weeks later. So
when is the G1?
Huh?
When is the G1?
It's not in fucking September because I'm going to fucking Japan and I can't get a fucking New Japan show when I'm in Tokyo.
Yeah, but it's traveling. They're not like they go all over.
I know, but there isn't a New Japan show in Osaka or Kyoto or Tokyo the days that I'm there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll make a phone call.
Yeah.
Can somebody get on the phone?
Let me get Tanahashi on the phone.
I am going to see DDT Pro.
Yeah, I told you what I thought about this.
That it's a comedy promotion.
Mm-hmm. Michael Nakazawa came from there.
The problem is, I thought there was going to be a Michinoku Pro show in Osaka, but I read the Japanese website wrong because, you know,
Google
it's in
Translate.
fucking Japanese. And it's 6 hours away from where I'm going to be. So
Yeah,
I can't. Also, I'm going with my boy who isn't a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
So he might enjoy the funny indie show.
He'll love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, and listen, I tried. I got to see some wrestling in Japan.
Hey,
even
you've
though it
seen
wasn't.
more in-person Japanese wrestling than me, buddy.
That's fair enough.
So
Fair
there's
enough. That's
that.
true. That's true.
Dude, Japan has the Robot Show, which is live action Power Rangers, which in a way is kind of a version of some wrestling as well. That you got to see it. Did you get tickets for that?
I've never heard of it. What are we talking about?
It's called the Robot Show, just like the Robot Show. I don't know. It's in Shinjuku. I promise.
Okay, cool. I'll be right there.
It's basically like this performance thing. You get like popcorn and drinks, and it's like Power Rangers, like live action Power
Right,
Rangers.
could you send me some sort of link at some point or a Google search for this thing, please?
All right, I will. But yeah,
All right, I appreciate it.
I'm
I'm doing the Mario Kart fucking go-karts through the city, and I'm going to dress up as Donkey Kong.
What's weird about this is that it's literally just called the Robot Show.
This is going to take me to some dark web shit. I know.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's like some fucking robot hentai tentacle fucking
100%.
Oh, you know what? It's the Robot Restaurant now.
Oh, now all of a sudden I got to get food.
Now you got to eat a robot. What the fuck?
Now I got to eat robot ramen.
No.
Do you have a relative that owns this place?
Yeah.
You're eating food inspired by robots. I don't know. Like nuts and bolts and screws tossed in oil.
I've seen Bender eat on fucking Futurama.
Right?
All right. Daniel Bryan has got to win the fucking Owen Hart tournament and the AEW belt at some point before he retires, because he's literally holding this company together in terms of what you go to see on a show. What else? Oh, this happened on this show
Hey, Cody never won it.
because he said he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Cody also isn't Daniel Bryan, who's got one concussion away from fucking being brain dead.
Let's hope not.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, at this point, you're just watching the Daniel Bryan retirement. I don't think he even cares about either of those things.
They're gonna do the Sting thing where he wins it like right before he retires, so they don't have to have him defend it. This happened. God, are we shocked?
Man, so shocked.
No.
Mercedes Moné has had 2 matches and has won 2 belts. And the word on the street is she has creative control, and if that's true, this is hilarious.
No way.
That's the word on the street. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
What?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The word on the street is that she's got creative, like low-key, like Hulk Hogan WCW 90s.
I was about to say she just fucking Hoganed these people.
She did.
That
Because
doesn't work on you, brother.
Because Tony Khan apparently said that she is the greatest woman wrestler of all time. That's his quote.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her, I guess. I hope she doesn't have to.
Is it good for her?
Let's see.
It's good for her right now.
I'll see how it plays out, because they could be building a super heel, right? And if they let her be heel, which she should be, I think from everything that's happening, there could be a good story there. And they put the other chess pieces in place. Britt Baker, I think, is kind of a perfect opponent for her. That's a big money.
Hold on. Your boy's got a graphic for that.
Okay, well, before you get to that,
Okay.
not to defend this, but realistically, these are 2 completely meaningless belts. Completely.
The Japan Strong Belt is.
Dun, 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 dun,
Who the
dun,
fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's Mercedes Moné. She heard you were talking shit.
Wait, it's fucking Hunter.
Oh,
It's like, hey, you're back.
I thought it was Johnny California.
I'm a
those
little bummed he didn't show up.
Those are two meaningless belts. The TBS title never meant anything, even when Jade had it. And the New Japan Strong Women's belt is like, what, 16 weeks old? Who cares?
Yeah. This is a way to get them, I guess, to actually mean something.
Yeah, they have potential to
There
be
she is.
useful.
What's the Strong belt? Pumps, explain that to us.
Well, it's just because Stardom and New Japan didn't commingle until Stardom was officially folded in with Bushiroad, the parent company, and all that.
So, but Stardom
is the women's promotion.
No, I know that, but it was not part of New Japan.
They were owned by the same company, but separate entities.
Huh.
Completely separate.
And is that because the Japanese were not about women's wrestling on a man show?
Culturally, I
seems like they've got it right.
I don't know. I'm not. No. No. No.
I can't bait you into that one.
Nope.
Things out here setting traps. Fucking mouse trapping this shit.
We ain't been gone that long, motherfucker.
Okay, got it. So it's like their IC belt.
More like the speed title.
How many fucking belts does this women's promotion have?
Stardom?
No, fucking Glow.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, Stardom. Johnny California just fucking chimed in. Hold on.
Right?
Driving to Venice.
He's driving to Venice to drop off some fucking blow to Gangrel.
There you go. At the Viper Room. No, I think they have like 8 different belts. I mean, there's trios, tag, the usual suspects.
They have that many females?
It's an all women's promotion, Stardom, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just have all the.
So they have fucking 50 women wrestlers?
It's like the TV title, man. It's like a random lower than higher mid card title.
Yeah, it's like the never open weight title. It's just a belt.
All right.
But now Mercedes Moné's got it, so it's not just a belt.
Right. Now it's
now it fucking means something.
Now it means something because people know what the fuck it is, because here we are talking about it. And nobody would be talking about it if Mercedes Moné didn't wear it. So they got that. Same thing with the TBS title.
Yeah, but we're making fun of the fact that they're giving her every belt but the women's real championship and are pretending like every one of these belts fucking Ultimo Sasha Banks collects is supposed to fucking be a big deal.
I mean, yeah. That Ultimo Dragon did do that, right? Is that
I mean, listen, nothing from fucking. Listen, I know we're back. It's been a fucking a month, guys, but I know I'm just trying to feel some things out.
Ultimo Dragon came out with all those belts. I didn't know.
I thought that was cool.
So,
right, Pumps, you were a WCW guy. That was cool.
Yeah, Ultimo Dragon is one of the goats.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Just as long as she's carrying out all the belts.
Was he Mexican or Japanese?
He's Mexican.
Huh?
Yeah, nobody knows.
No, I'm pretty sure he's Mexican.
The belts were Mexican.
No, but like under the mask, was he Mexican or Japanese? Because he wrestled in both countries pretty prominently.
With a Japanese gimmick, and he's just had that gimmick forever.
But his name is Ultimo. That's not a
Ultimo means
Japanese gimmick
in Spanish.
Yeah, no shit, Pablo. I live in Southern California too. What I'm saying is, but that's a Mexican. That's not a Japanese gimmick. That's a Mexican gimmick. If it's fucking names in Spanish.
Let's see.
Wow.
I won't get Yoshihiro.
Pablo?
Nice. So
he's Japanese.
He's Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, see, motherfucker.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. Pump backed out of that one. He was just like,
I got to put my big hat on for this shit. Let's go.
He made it big time in Mexico.
I'm not trying to tell me Ultimo was ultimate in Spanish.
I don't know, man, but Because you're like, he's a Japanese gimmick. All right, whatever.
No, you said it was a Japanese gimmick.
It is a Japanese gimmick, but
No, I thought his name is in Spanish.
but because he made his name in Lucha more than he did in Japan.
So how is that a Japanese gimmick?
He's a dragon. I don't know. Dragons are Japanese, dude. Everybody
That's
fucking
pretty
knows
Japanese to me. Case closed.
that. Nothing more Japanese than dragons and
Man.
Tanukis.
Hey.
I love those.
Ah, goddamn, it's good to be back. That's our first clip this week, guys.
Zero flaw in that logic.
Zero flaws.
Wrestling, right?
So let's get rid of her. So back to this card. Hold on, shit. This is where a producer is so key. And Johnny California, can you produce the show?
Not if he's driving to Venice.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else we care about on this show? Swerve Strickland and Will Osprey. I didn't see any clips or
Man.
What I did see was Jim Jones come out with Swerve Strickland, right? Did that happen on this show or on a Dynamite?
I didn't watch the entrances. I just watched the match, so I couldn't tell you.
Either way, AEW bringing out Jim Jones, part of the Diplomats that were popping 15 years ago, is listen. Good for him if he likes wrestling, but I don't know, doesn't really hit. Pumps, you're a fucking 2000s rap fan. How did you feel about Jim Jones coming out?
I mean, if he came out with Snoop Dogg and
Well, they can't afford those.
Carmelo
they can't get those
Hayes,
guys.
you'd love it. So,
Are you comparing Jim Jones to Snoop Dogg?
no, but I'm saying if it was Jim Jones, Snoop Dogg, East Coast,
Yes.
West Coast, and Carmelo Hayes in the
Bro,
middle.
Jim Jones hasn't put a fucking album out in a decade.
Still Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Pablo, right
Oh,
now,
man.
name one. No, fuck you, Pumps. You gave him the fuck. You led the witness. Pablo, give me a fucking Jim Jones song.
Why are you gonna do this to me? I don't know.
He said it's still Jim Jones.
Oh no, Jim Jones.
Listen, they got West Side Gun at the fucking ringside at every fucking event.
We fly
And
high. Look at that.
And he is, a contemporary popular rapper. Like they have lots of rappers that they should have had Action Bronson. They could have had a lot like
They already had Action Bronson.
they did. You're correct.
Should have had
Sorry.
Nardwar. Nardwar should have just freaking introduced.
I'm just saying, Jim Jones is like, I don't know. It's an old head. Like I don't know.
Where
Was
am I-
it-
What if it was Cameron? Would you be okay with that?
Yes, because Cameron and Cameron's got a popular fucking podcast.
Doesn't Jim Jones have a podcast?
No, and if he does, nobody
he was
listens
on-
to it.
No, he was on Love and Hip Hop, I think. No.
He also fucking got in a fight in an airport with a 65-year-old man recently.
Well, he should have been talking shit.
Hey,
Respect
65
the
and old.
dipset. What do you want from me?
All right, so this match was incredible, guys, or what?
I mean,
Cool. Next, okay.
I didn't see it.
It was good. No. You can probably find it on YouTube, but it was a really, really, it was a Will Osprey match, and fucking Swerve Strickland did what he could to keep up with him,
Right?
and he did it really well. Yes, it was Jim Jones that introduced him at the Forbidden Door. That is where that happened.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, dude, watch it. You can find it on Instagram. You can find it on because all the highlights. Because this match has like 1,000 highlights. It was an insane, fast-paced Will Osprey style like spot fest. I'm not saying that in a bad way. In a really fun, awesome way.
Is that was that Chase Owens in the middle of that ladder match? Was that him in the graphic? Because he's worth checking out.
Is he
Yeah, the crown
without a
jewel.
video package to accompany it?
Who the fuck is Chase Owens? Is it fucking Jimmy Springboard or whoever the fuck the last time we talked was on AEW?
Who's Jimmy Springboard?
I don't know, Johnny Hurricane Rada or so. They had a fucking some. I don't know. Last time we talked was a month ago.
That's true.
The Tony Storm. Tony Storm Forbidden Door match against. I'm sorry, and I don't even know her name. But I do know that, I mean, they've probably done a really good job, more than I've seen any of the other matches, by introducing a Japanese wrestler. And that story's pretty fun. I don't know. You know?
Aren't they? Yeah, aren't they having a little?
You know, but hey, have you heard about this story? You guys see what's going on in AEW? It's getting pretty.
Oh, was that like that 3-way kiss that I saw photos of?
It's like my girlfriend's girlfriend, and they're a throuple.
Right. So when I asked you guys earlier, hey, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Give me I could have had a graphic for this.
No, we don't need that graphic.
We don't need that graphic. We're just gonna talk about it a little bit.
This is a toxic place for safe fans. Or a safe space for toxic fans. That's a fucking funny tagline. And when we do T-shirts
and
with our new graphic,
get it right, it will be.
when we do T-shirts with our new graphic that or a new logo that we're gonna debut towards the end of the show. So, fucking Johnny California, do a bump and stick around.
He's driving.
Not the whole time.
That's the best time to do a bump, I would say.
I don't know how long it takes to get to Venice.
It depends on where you're coming from.
Italy?
He's on a cruise.
I didn't know you could drive to Italy like that.
Okay. Does anybody have any other AEW notes other than the one I'm about to come up with, and you all know what it is?
Why Chris Jericho? Why?
What did he do? What's happening?
It's just
he's still around.
He's still a thing. He's the FTW champion. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't really. And listen, hey, Jericho was on a podcast I listened to by Neal Brennan, who's a stand-up comedian who has a podcast called Blocks, which is a really, really great podcast. It's about mental health, a lot of it, because that's what a lot of Neal Brennan's stand-up is about. So he gets all these really great stand-up comics and musicians and shit, and they come on and they talk about what their, whether it's anxiety or whatever, and it's a really, really good show. And Chris Jericho was a guest this week, and it's a pretty good episode, so I suggest checking it out. No, you're not for mental health pumps?
I'm not. I mean, I'm sure Chris Jericho's views on mental health are probably...
You know what's funny is that they didn't even talk about it.
So then what the frig was that whole lead-up?
Because that's what the fucking podcast is about. I had to set it up, but I'm not going to lie. Chris Jericho the whole time just talking about how cool he was.
Dude, Chris Jericho loves to talk about Chris Jericho.
He really does. And you know what? Now that I think about it, listen, that's a great podcast, but the Chris Jericho episode's not great.
Hey, no joke. I'm pretty sure we'd probably get Chris Jericho on this podcast.
I don't know about that.
No, thank
you. There's two dudes in wrestling that love talking about themselves from all these random podcasts.
This is why Johnny California is our always listener of the week, because he listens to Blocks. And the one with Weird Al was really good. All right. So Will Osprey, fantastic wrestler, pumps his fucking guy. Okay? Wrestles Swerve Strickland in a hell of a match to main event. Main event pay-per-view, Forbidden Door.
You're about to show the picture, aren't you?
Oh, I'm getting more than the picture, boss.
Yeah.
And then the next week, a mid-carder rubs his dick. All in his face. Not once. Twice. Just fucking schlong strutting him.
Well, the second time it looked like Will kind of got down there.
And Will, listen, he recovered or whatever. I don't understand how you let a mid-carder do this to your guy. Let's see it again. Here it is.
Can we not?
Just take my penis, take the Daniel Garcia mid-card penis right to your fucking face. Yep, and then punch him. And you know what? Once wasn't enough. Give it to him again. I I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how you're Will Osprey and you approve that. Can somebody explain to me how Will Osprey approves this?
Well, he doesn't, because unlike Mercedes Moné, he probably doesn't have creative control. I don't know. He probably does.
You've got to believe that Will Osprey can tell Tony Khan, listen, buddy, I'm not taking Daniel Garcia's dick to my face twice.
Tony Khan's not involved.
Aggressive. It's not even like the stink face, where it's like a one quick thing and you can fuck it is what it is. It's you're going to look like a bitch and take Daniel Garcia's penis pump right to your grill. And I don't understand. I don't get it. What does that do? Now, yes, Daniel Garcia got his ass kicked at the end of the match, I guess. Got bloodied up. Whatever. And then at the end, like, Max was rooting for Daniel Garcia, but then, like, nut shot at him, and it didn't make, make it make sense. Pumps, you had to be upset about this.
Yeah, no, there's no defense of this.
Defend it, Pumps.
No. No. Because, no. Stop fucking showing it.
Pumps, say something.
No, it's
Defend Will Ospreay's honor.
No. 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 No.
Tony Khan had nothing to do with this decision, but Tony Khan probably did cream his shorts when he saw it in the match.
I'm sure he did.
That's like a sign of respect. Actually, since you brought up the stink base, I guess there's been some controversial moves over the years. I mean, the Bronco Buster was pretty much dick to your face for a solid couple seconds back and forth.
How many times did Austin or The Rock or those guys catch the fucking Bronco Buster?
X-Pac was Bronco Bustering some.
He was not Bronco Bustering that level of fucking talent.
I don't know, dude. I think
He might have got The Rock.
He might, maybe. When Rock was like an IC guy.
Yeah, but the Nation and DX had a thing, so I'm sure he probably got
But
him.
they were a mid-card. That was a mid. I get that.
Yeah.
Once Daniel Garcia is a fucking mid-carder.
Nathan, no matter how you rise in the card, the dick off your face will never go away.
Yeah.
Okay? So maybe they were mid-carders at some point, but he still had that.
I want more for Will Osprey. It's not fair. That guy goes out there and fucking what? Bumps.
Now, you're fucking waving the Osprey banner.
No, I'm not.
No.
I've always said Will Osprey was great.
He's not as good as Logan Paul.
He's not. He's not.
You know who didn't get that Daniel Garcia dick to the face?
Logan fucking Paul. Look, you know what Logan Paul got? Logan Paul got LA Knight in his pool in Puerto Rico. Which was a cool fucking social media thing. No, Will Osprey. Logan Paul would not be better than Will Osprey if Will Osprey didn't go to AEW. Now he's taking dicks to the face. It doesn't make sense. How do you respect that guy now?
After you see it.
After you watch Daniel Garcia thrust his fucking mid-card cock right in your fucking face, just like that.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Just masturbate my mid-card fucking member. Just get it.
Yeah, bonus points for the alliteration, but
that's why I love you, baby, because you caught that.
Yeah.
Listen, I need more. I need better. Mercedes Moné's had 2 matches and won 2 belts, and Will Osprey is working every fucking week, twice a week, and is main eventing pay-per-views, and then having to take dicks to the face. And it's just I don't get it. I don't get it.
Then maybe that's why Mercedes Moné wanted the creative control.
Fuck! listen, after that, Will Osprey said, I get creative control now.
Nah, you fucked up. You didn't negotiate as good as Mercedes did. Props to her. Let me tell you, if she's got creative control, she worked Tony Khan into that.
Right.
Good for her.
I mean, bro, it low-key feels like everybody's got creative control in fucking
There's
AEW.
a lot of creative control in AEW because that sort of thing, that's something that, and look, from my experience, so I've had some time on the indie scene running production and stuff. A lot of wrestlers should not be in charge of their own storylines and gimmicks. I'm going to say this right now. And that's kind of, I guess, what the good thing about going to like a company like WWE, because they're more worried about the production element of it. And yeah, they're going to protect their talent in a certain way in order to protect their characters or whatever it may be. Because
But at the same time, just to be fair, the WWE also, when the talent has interesting, creative, different ideas, won't let them do them. And then they leave and do them somewhere else, and then it works. Just to be fair, it's not like, right? But listen, I'm a shill, but at the same time, I understand that the WWE also will not let them maybe cock punch a guy who just made event at a pay-per-view.
No, but I'll tell you, that's more likely to work for somebody who was in that WWE system a little bit longer, because either way, that's a class, that's a master class in what the top people in your industry are doing. And you're there if you want to learn. There's a lot of things that you can.
Sure, but Ricochet was there for how many years and got nothing, got zero, other than the fact that he can go in the ring. Ricochet got now I don't know if he just couldn't pull off what they wanted him to do, but a guy like Ricochet tried for years and just couldn't make it work in the E. And he's going to go to AEW and he's going to be a fucking superstar.
Do we know?
I just hope he doesn't have to take a dick to the face. I just hope that it's not the thing. Bubs is so mad.
Do we know for sure that Ricochet is gone? Because I mean, like, or do you think that?
I'm assuming so.
His agent was backstage at Dynamite.
Yeah, for sure. He's going.
I'm sure that agent probably also represents a bunch of other wrestling stuff, though, right?
And him and Osprey are going to have an absolutely incredible match when they should have an incredible feud.
But all I'm going to be thinking about is the dick on fucking Will Ospreay's face, so the match is ruined.
I removed it from the studio for Pumps' sake, but
just burn
the dick to the face video might come back in a later episode.
Burn it down, Tony.
One more AEW note before we get off of this, before we get off of AEW, because we've already been here for 47 minutes, but it's our first show back, so fuck all y'all. We're going to talk.
Actually, can we stick to this dick on the face subject a little bit long? Real. Can we rewind to the dick in the face a little bit? Hold on.
Yeah.
What's
Pumps is going to walk off the show.
Look, and I'm sure there's a lot of wrestlers that respect Daniel Garcia backstage. I'm sure he pays his dues. He's obviously solid in the ring, but who is like backing this creative idea and saying this is working, let's keep doing it for Daniel Garcia?
It's because this is what I like Daniel Garcia. I don't think he should be 2024 Alex Wright. I think it's corny. I think the marks like it at a show. If I'm at a show, it's funny. I'm going to laugh when he does his dance shit.
Yeah.
I think they feel like Daniel Garcia is a homegrown guy.
Well, he is in a way, right? I mean,
he is. Of course he is. Yeah. And so they have to try to make it work. And I mean, dude, is this going to become who was old boy that used to do the fuck?
Ryan.
Yeah, there he is. Fuck.
Wow. Because I was already thinking it.
The dick swing thing, right? Where he would they would grab his dick and then he would do a fucking flip.
Yeah.
Is the dick to the face gonna
the dick flip?
Who?
Mick Foley.
Oh, he did on an indie show?
Dude, a lot of people took the dick flip.
Yeah, in front of fucking 1,000 people. Not
No. Bar wrestling was very popular before he was an outed pedo.
Yeah.
Does the dick to the face become Daniel Garcia's thing?
1,000,000%.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Just yikes, brother.
Okay, I got another 2 AEW notes real quick. Where is it? This is like an AEW WWE kind of fucking mashup situation here. How do we feel about this?
That's hilarious.
What is that? What does this one stand for, Pumps? Motherfucking Tama?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Major,
it's a mystery.
Major fucking trouble?
Sure.
I Googled this for a solid 3.5 minutes at some point in my life, and I couldn't find anything about it, and I didn't bother because if it doesn't show up on the first page of Google, what the fuck does it mean?
So this has to be a troll by the WWE, right?
Well,
I mean, that's an official shirt.
Nobody owns Old English calligraphy.
Of course they don't. But, like, I mean, come on.
Well, in that calligraphy style, the F and the T just happen to look similar.
It's the... all right. I mean, I just think this is a troll. Pumps is left. That's it, Pumps. He's done.
no.
He's done.
What the hell? We're back.
I don't know. I thought this was interesting. Obviously, nobody owns, like you said, Old English calligraphy, but I think this was an absolute WWE troll. Okay, one more AEW note, and we will do this quickly. Where is it? Do any of us see this happening, and would it even matter?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I read about this not too long ago. Yeah. Yeah, it would matter.
It would not.
It'd be fucking epic because you know what?
It would not.
If they're smart, they are going to bring him back as like Tony Khan's enforcer or like Tony Khan's fucking right hand or working for Tony Khan. There's an interesting story there.
This pops the first rating, the first show. He's not an in-ring listen. He's going to be the GM.
No, he's an on-air personality though. Yeah, I think you give him a GM spot.
But doesn't this just lean into, hey, the WWE ex-chairman's son is on our show, and it's a WWE promo. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like the only reason anybody cares is because he's Vince's son.
And he helped bring some solid cable television and Fios internet to the people of Japan.
I mean, that's a fair point.
He's man's entrepreneurial. I don't know.
These motherfuckers can't even explain to me why I care about guys from CMLL, and you think they're gonna fucking bring up the fact that Shane O'Mac brought Fios cable to Japan?
Well, look, CMLL and AAA is all very niche, but Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is, the son of a major.
Bro, he's known for going through a fucking a glass window against Kurt Angle and jumping off high shit. That's it.
And the last time we saw him, he blew out his everything.
Oh, that's right. I was there. We were there. Yeah.
It was really weird and
that's when Snoop had to pull out a last minute fucking people's elbow, right?
Dude, Snoop was quick on the draw, man.
He was. That was, you know what? Props to Snoop. Jim Jones wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I think this would be awesome. I think
it would not be awesome.
I think it would be awesome. I think bring. Sucks he couldn't have his music though. But
it would not be awesome.
No, I think, dude, because you know what? At this point, it would definitely be, I don't know, AEW bending the knee a little bit in saying like,
it would be. This would look like AEW's given up.
No, but I mean, like, look,
dick thrusts didn't tell us that already.
You've accepted your spot and acknowledged that WWE is the NFL, and you're, arena football. But let me tell you, arena football is fucking awesome. Okay. So that would be the con. That would be the con there. But yeah, I mean, you've already gotten, dude, whatever. You've already gotten the dicks to the face. Might as well bring in Shane O'Mac.
If Shane O'Mac goes back and takes the Daniel Garcia dicks to the face opening night.
No.
All right.
They would protect Shane McMahon better than that, I'm pretty sure.
They would. All right, let's talk a little WWE. We'll get into the Money in the Bank, which is tomorrow. But we'll drop some highlights here from the last week and a half or so. How do we feel about the Wyatt Six?
I love the Wyatt Six.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the promos of Bo Dallas or
100%.
on himself being interviewed by Uncle Howdy. I think they have like a chord of obviously realism to him. And it seems like he's kind of like channeling this kind of creativity or like turning something, grief into something creative. And
1 million%. And I recently watched the Bray Wyatt documentary finally. God damn.
Very sad.
Have either of you watched it?
Yeah.
I fucking cried like fucking the last 20 minutes. I was a mess.
Yeah.
It made me root for Bo so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like prior to this, I was like, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't hope they don't lean too much on like Bray's shit. And like, I feel like I almost like am like trepidatious. Like I have secondhand like embarrassment. Like, man, I want this to be successful, but it could end up like, what was that terrible Dijak faction where they had masks and shit.
Oh yeah,
right. Whatever that was, the Resistance or the whatever the fuck.
No.
Right? What the fuck was it called?
Where they cut the ring with the chainsaws and shit.
Yeah, they were supposed to be fucking. What's that
like
political?
Mad Maxi looking.
No, it wasn't. It was.
No,
they were supposed to be Antifa.
Antifa. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they were supposed to be, Antifa, but they couldn't call them Antifa, and they were trying to play off of that shit. But I watched that documentary. God damn. It was funny because I'd gone to bed early, and and my wife didn't, so I got up early. It was like a Saturday or morning or whatever, and I think this was last week, and I was like, you know what? I've never watched this. Let's just watch it, like. So I'm watching it, and like she comes downstairs.
Retribution!
Yeah, that's what it was. Retribution. So she comes downstairs, and she came downstairs in like the last 20 minutes. And I'm sitting on the fucking couch, an absolute mess. I'm on the couch. I'm trying not to keep crying, and she comes in and she like looks in the living room and she was like, morning. I'm like, morning. She goes in the kitchen. She starts making some shit, whatever. She comes back out. I am fucking not bawling, but like definitely holding back, trying to be tough, right? And fucking she comes and she goes, what wrestler is this one about? Right? And no bullshit. I couldn't even get it out. I fucking waited. I had to pause for like 10 seconds. And I went, I just went, Bray Wyatt. I really, and she knew, bro. She knew. And she fucking walked out of the room and didn't come back down for like 45 minutes.
It's fucked up, man. She didn't give you a hug after that?
And finally, she came back down in the kitchen and she finished her shit or whatever. And I was like, hey, so I didn't think that was going to get me like that.
I don't know what you think you thought you saw.
And she went little emotional. And I was like, yeah, a little. It was fucking dude. That was a tough one. And I knew, and I had waited to watch it, but man, that Bray Wyatt, whew, goddamn dog. And then when all of his all the wrestlers, like Braun Strowman was crying in every clip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Seth and Sammy and god damn, that was He didn't wear the fucking cardiac vest. And I was just like, at the end, I'm like, Bray, why didn't you wear the cardiac vest? You know what I mean?
Very
Like,
sad.
It was.
It's very sad. I feel you.
And so after that, I really am rooting for the Wyatt Six to work. I want it to work. And the problem is that all this shit's fine and dandy. It's got to get in the ring. And they're going to have to figure out angles. And like, they have 5 wrestlers. And how are they going to maneuver those into either tag matches or 6-mans, or is it going to be one-on-ones? Like, they got an uphill battle. But I think it could be cool if they do it right.
2 things on this. The documentary did its. I don't know why balloons just came up because that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think you're right on the. Firstly, the documentary did its job.
Yes.
And that's like the beauty of good production and getting people who are your fans, giving them a little bit behind the curtain enough to be able to have them root for a performer. And that was done really, really well because I don't think it works if there's not reality or genuine feeling or emotion, obviously, behind this. So a really good way to present it all, because you're right. Now we're all on board. Fucking top-notch editing and everything in that documentary.
Absolutely.
Really, really
and he just seemed like a really good fucking guy. Like they even had his ex-wife on there, like, even though he like left her for fucking JoJo, like
I'm sure they were like a family, but there's even like clips of like fans getting him backstage and stuff. I want to say that was like kind of floating around the time when that documentary dropped.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, good job on them. I agree with how does this translate in ring, and what I kind of hope that give me all this production stuff. I would be very okay if whatever they're going to call him, Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, if he just wrestles without all that shit, if he just presents a version of himself that's like a wrestling version of himself.
Like how Bray was doing with The Fiend when he came back a little bit, right? Like he was wrestling as Bray Wyatt sometimes, and then like in some regular ass gear, and then like almost like Finn and the Demon, but like in a almost more mental fucking patient way.
No, just like an opposite way. Like obviously, like the Undertaker. He would come out. He'd have the vultures. He'd have the pageantry and stuff. But then you'd have the hat. But obviously, all that costume kind of comes off. Maybe keep the mask if you want to keep the mask. But
I don't think he should wrestle in that. Yeah, he should wrestle without a mask. I didn't like when Bray wrestled in a mask, but I got it. Like.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know, but don't give me that I see in the production as what translates into the ring. Give me a version of that in the ring, and I think it could be successful. But if they give you that in the ring, I mean, that's kind of the stuff that pissed people off about how they presented Bray. Like that Hell in a Cell match that was like the red lighting.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That.
Or that shit when they put the fucking bees on the mat.
At WrestleMania,
they tried to get too cute with it.
With Randy Orton, it's fine. But look, the Undertaker, and I think it's funny because on his podcast recently he talked about how Bret Hart taught him how to wrestle. He's like, it taught me how to not just be a gimmick, how to like actually put on a good match,
right?
And how Bret Hart would call it the Frankenstein gimmick or whatever. But how do you take that character and make it translate to this different sort of performance? You're well produced. But yeah, I mean, Bo Dallas can wrestle.
No, of course. And see, this is my problem is that all we're talking about is Bo Dallas. But he's got fucking Joe Gacy and fucking Dexter Lumis and fucking Eric Rowan. Like, what are those guys going to do? Like, how do they have multiple like this shit? They're doing a whole thing with Pat McAfee. Like, I get it. They're going to roll him out of the gate slow. But 6 months from now, everybody in that faction's got to have some sort of fucking feud or something, right?
Yeah, you got to get them out of all of that fucking costumes before they get in the ring, man. In the ring, it has to be ring gear. You have to probably see their face. This is cool, gimmicky, but doesn't have longevity if you can't see the faces under there. because there's some
Right.
super talented
And-
performers.
100%. That's why they kept them around. Dexter Loomis, I like Dexter Loomis. Like, I thought, Joe Gacy, I don't really know a lot about, to be honest with you, but like, he's an NXT guy. But, like I want this faction to win.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I need to see them actually show me more than these amazing Bo Dallas promo vignettes, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Like, the group's got to win. And they fucked the Wyatts up with that when they broke them apart and made them the Bludgeon Brothers or whatever dumb shit that was. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, they kind of fucked the
homage to
Wyatts
the
up.
Brothers.
Like I thought Daniel Bryan should have joined. I thought it doesn't matter. But I want to see this faction win, and they got to get in the ring and do stuff.
Yeah, you got good performers there. I don't know.
Okay, so leading on that, do we have an opinion on this? Because your boys at Busted Open sure did.
Oh yeah, that's that dude. I mean, look,
I don't care. Do you care? Do any of you care?
No, I don't care. I don't care. Once more, though, if you're gonna keep them in that costume, sure, whatever. You're like, protect the business, but no, man, they're performers. It's cool that they're all there together. I mean,
That's what I thought. Like the first thing I thought was like, oh, they travel together. That's cool. Like, what are they supposed to do? Fucking hide in vans while one person goes out in a mask and gets some Whataburger? Like, fucking, like, I mean, come on, dude. Like,
I just had Whataburger, by the way, so it's funny. I saw this. I feel like when I had just eaten Whataburger, so
pumps with spicy ketchup koozie.
Yeah. No, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me at all. But like Mark Henry and them on Busted Open were like, oh, they just did this incredible like cinematic debut and yada yada yada, and they shouldn't be out like cheesing for a fucking fan. And it's just like, dude, if you catch fucking Robert Downey Jr. outside of the Iron Man fucking suit, like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, I agree. I listened to that episode and I heard them complain, and they got some great takes. Obviously, they are in the industry or whatever.
100%.
But as a fan perspective, this does not bother me one iota. And like I said, I want to see more of them, the people behind the costumes and the performance. And I hope that the WWE realizes that as well, because just like you said, I'm rooting for Bo Dallas, right? Because you saw that guy in the documentary. And if he's going to be vulnerable on camera through these promos, we need to see that person that we're invested in. So, I mean, Mark Henry and Bully Ray and all those dudes for once are wrong. This isn't 1998 even. Like, cool, protect your business in a lot of senses. But this isn't the fucking sort of thing you need to protect your business from. Protect your fucking business from motherfuckers out there not asking for consent.
Protect your business from guys gyrating dicks and faces.
Mm-hmm. Protect Will Osprey. Hey,
the Pumps and I have known each other for so long. He knew exactly what the fuck I was gonna say.
I'm surprised you didn't roll the clip again.
Roll that clip.
If we had a producer, only if we had a producer.
Yeah, we had a producer. I'm sure it would happen. It took me 30 minutes to get that thing back up.
Yeah, so we don't care about that. Okay,
that's what she said.
We don't care about that, or it takes 30 minutes to get that thing back up, because both are true.
Twofer.
Okay.
Right.
Also, we had the what happened?
No, I'm assuming I know where you're gonna go next, so let's get to getting.
Do you?
I assumed, but it sounds like I was wrong.
No, we're just gonna go over a couple things before we get to Money in the Bank. Here we go. Pumps, I know you may be excited about this because you're gonna see him maybe in New Japan. Another guy they missed out on. Donovan Dijak can fucking go.
He's big too, right?
Yeah, he's big.
7.
He just looks like an angry fucking dodgeball coach.
He also has a personality, and I'm surprised that they couldn't get anything for him to work.
Throw this man in an average Joe's uniform, have him yell at the crowd a little bit.
I'm shocked that they couldn't. His little NXT gimmick where he was like just himself with like aviators on, which Dean Ambrose has apparently stolen Claudio Castagnoli's whole gimmick. And then they put him in Antifa Retribution, and they couldn't get it to work, and he gave it a shot because he was there for like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Because you liked him in Ring of Honor.
Oh God, yeah.
Right. Yes. So, also fucking shout out to Wrestle Talk News, apparently, who I ripped this fucking photo from.
I've seen their videos; they're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully we see him show up somewhere and get the respect he deserves, because I thought Dijak should have been on the main roster a long time ago.
Him and Keith Lee put on some bangers, huh? Both of them in NXT as well and on the indies. Like, those dudes just had a random chemistry. The match, I mean, if anything, the match that's on NXT is a feather in their cap, because if you go watch that freaking match, those two big dudes should not be doing some of the stuff that they do, and it's very entertaining and impressive.
Two guys the WWE missed out on, and I'm going to blame Vince McMahon.
Yeah, Keith Lee got a rub there from Brock too.
He did. Right? Keith Lee, I don't know how they didn't fucking keep him.
Dijak, I haven't seen enough from. Keith Lee, though, I could tell you that dude, I feel like they did miss out on him because he had potential.
Somehow the WWE has managed to keep CM Punk extremely interested and involved in angles, and he can't even wrestle. Did you guys see this whole bit?
Yeah.
Also, shout out to these shoes, right, Pumps? The fucking Chicago ones. You don't like those?
I don't like ones
at all.
No.
Why is that?
No, I'll give you your threes.
Welcome to Shoe Talk. I don't even like threes. You keep pinning threes on me. I like fives. The 5 is the greatest shoe of all time.
Oh, the 15 is the greatest Jordan of all time.
Air Max 90 and Jordan 5s, greatest shoes of all time.
5s are absolutely up there.
So they did this whole thing where Drew got his get back from faking, saying he's leaving the WWE or whatever, and then he jumped him, and he took his bracelet that says AJ and what's his dog's name? Jerry?
Larry.
Jerry.
Punk had some fake blood on him. I like that the E is now slowly incorporating blood back into things.
Well, they're gearing up for Netflix.
Yeah, 100%. Which I don't think they're going to be out there just dropping F-bombs every 3 seconds.
No.
But when they mute the crowd on SmackDown, it is unbearable.
Well, they have to black out images and stuff too. Like,
it's unbearable.
They blacked out Nia Jax because some kid behind her was flicking her off, and I was just like, "What the hell?" And then some clickbait website got me because I'm like, "Why'd they do this?" And it's because some kid behind her was throwing up the middle finger, so they blacked out the image for like 4 seconds.
Dude, the last 10 minutes of SmackDown when Bloodline was doing their thing with Paul, you couldn't. It was just muted.
Yeah. For
like fucking 8 minutes. It was brutal.
Fun of it.
It was brutal. So I'm excited that and USA, which USA is getting SmackDown, right? That's the deal. Raw's moving to Netflix. USA is going to get SmackDown, and USA lets those chants.
They let some things roll.
Yeah.
It's definitely hindering their product, because even if it's not about them dropping F-bombs, it's about the audience being able to be more expressive
and say holy shit and whatever. Yeah,
that's what makes it fun whenever those holy shit moments happen.
Right, is
hearing everybody in unison say holy shit.
Yes, agreed. So speaking of Paul Heyman, who deserves a motherfucking Emmy.
There it is.
For
Could it technically be a Tony? Wouldn't it technically be a Tony?
I don't know, but the fact Paul Heyman. I've also left a lot of bars looking just like that, just like this. This has been me. This has been me getting up during the day sometimes.
Thank you for getting this exact shot.
Yeah, this was Pumps getting me to WrestleMania after a night in New Orleans.
Yeah.
When Paul came out with the extremely red eyes, the fucking grown out beard, and then he came out and said that he was purposely not sleeping so that he could look like that. I want to believe it. I don't know if it's true or not, but
I don't know. I mean, it just takes like two or 3 days of light sleep to look like that.
correct. And he wasn't dyeing his hair. It was a fucking moment. This bloodline shit is. I'm all in.
Yeah,
All in. I'm all in.
And you called it, actually, Nathan. I'm gonna reference back to another episode where you were talking about the way the layout is of like, hey, he's got his right-hand man, which is Tama Tonga, and now he's got, I don't know, the Jimmy Uso, which I guess is Tongaloa, and then the Enforcer's his own solo is now Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. So begs the question, is there going to be a new Wiseman?
It's Jim Cornette. Pumps, would you absolutely shit your pants?
That would never happen.
Pumps, would you, oh my God.
Never.
I have just booked the greatest moment.
Never.
Oh my God.
Never.
Shane McMahon?
No.
If it was Shane McMahon, I'd pop.
If Jim Cornette
Never.
became the wise man for the evil bloodline,
Never.
the wrestling internet community would break.
He would,
would break.
never do it.
I know, but can you just imagine it for 1 second? How amazing that would be?
Who realistically could it be, though? That would be amazing. But who realistically could it
Father James Mitchell.
be? Rikishi, some people have been saying.
No.
The quiche.
Nope, it's got to be a manager.
Yeah, he's got to be a
Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon.
Slick.
Eric Bischoff, Ernest the Cat Miller could come back. He was good. Ernest the Cat Miller.
Giant Baba.
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia's ring trunks.
It's Mercedes Moné. She has a 2-way contract.
Mercedes has full creative control.
She has a 2-way contract. She can play for fucking. Pumps is so unenthused.
No, I'm trying to think of who it could legitimately be.
Mercedes Moné Hogan, those bitches.
I mean, Haku? That would be dope.
I'd rather see Rikishi than Haku. Rikishi,
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Neither
no,
one can talk. Neither one can talk.
Rikishi,
Haku,
and he can dance.
Haku is the father of the evil bloodline Usos.
But
He can't.
Rikishi is
Doesn't need to fucking cut a promo.
Rikishi is the father of the good bloodline Usos.
So
and
why would he do the heel? As Pumps says a few
he's
episodes
also
ago,
Solo's dad.
Rikishi can't walk down the aisle.
Well, give him a cane.
Can't have wheelchair Rikishi.
Willy Wonka is way down there.
And he's giving stink faces with a colostomy bag.
Oh, dude. A modernized stink face.
But it's a colostomy bag.
Oh my God. Like a Mr. Sacco sort of gimmick? Like puts it over his head?
This is a toxic space for safe fans. The abdominal stretch.
Nailed it.
Mr.
That's it.
Sacco
It's a
is the
toxic
bloodline
space
guy.
for safe fans. That's what our shirt's going to be. When we unveil the logo, I have an idea, and I want to see what you guys think. All right. Haku is the wise man, but never speaks.
Can't talk.
No, hear me out. Never speaks English. Haku comes out because Solo can talk. Both the Gorillas of Destiny can talk. We know Jacob Fatu can fucking talk. Okay? They don't. He's the wise man, but only fucking grunts and like secretly talks to fucking. I think it could work.
I think it's racist.
Who
I can't dispute that point.
Jimmy Hart.
Ah, fuck, come on. It's my fucking
Jimmy Hart's
it's my
managing
fucking-
Barbarians in WCW, the Barbarian and Meng. In WCW, they were called like the Faces of Death or something.
The faces of fear, sir.
Fear.
Yeah, okay, so the Faces of
I've
Fear
downloaded them on WWE 2K24.
Of course you
with
have.
slippery
Dog, it's the greatest fucking game of all time. Don't start, man.
Colonel Robert Parker.
Oh, just jump roping with his cock.
Dutch Mantel. Dirty
No,
He can't walk
no.
down the aisle either.
jab.
Yeah, I don't. It's got to be some sort of Islander. It's Prince Iakea. It's Prince Iakea.
No,
Prince-
it'll be the Rock's daughter.
Ayakea.
The Rock's daughter.
She's the GM of NXT.
That's
She's
actually
not the wise woman.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty logical. I mean,
Thank you.
It's not. There's no way Solo Sikoa and his toxic leadership is going to take fucking orders from a chick. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Get your shit together.
Dude, didn't you see The
This
Sopranos?
isn't Stardom.
Season 2, Tony goes to Italy and discovers that the head mob boss in Italy is a lady, and it's an episode about him struggling.
What show is this?
The Sopranos. And he struggles with having to do mob negotiations with the female, and it created very compelling, but that'd be cool, actually, and it would make the most sense if The Rock's daughter, what's her name?
Make the most sense.
It would make the most sense because then you reveal that The Rock
She's
has been
not
the puppet master of the
80,
evil bloodline all along.
Let me tell you what. Bringing in the Rock's daughter
That's it.
as a wise woman
No,
for the evil bloodline,
Don't.
it makes about as much sense as fucking this.
Garcia answers. Only the way Daniel Garcia could. That shot maybe caught Osprey on the button. And
That's about as much sense as bringing in the Rock's daughter makes. She can't even talk as the GM on NXT. Just stop.
They should just
stop it,
call
guys.
her The Rock's daughter. This
All right. If they bring her in and they just call her the Rock's daughter.
the wise woman, The Rock's daughter. Yeah. Ava Rain is her name for some reason.
Yeah, that just jumps right off the page. Stop it. It's Haku. That's the answer.
It's more likely Rikishi Haku.
It's Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, dude. If it was Kevin
He's down
Sullivan,
bad. Yeah, he's down bad.
I'd be into that, yeah.
Yeah, he's down bad.
I don't
know. It'd be interesting. I don't think they bring in. Listen, they're obviously going to have some sort of blowout. They also apparently now I don't know, Pumps. You know more than me. Is the 7-foot brother signed or is he not officially signed? Hikalu, what's his name? Hikaleo.
His deal is up, but
But he's not officially signed.
No.
Right. Because they got one more guy. Now listen, here's my problem. I love the fucking bloodline angle. We all know that.
Yeah, that's not
okay. I'm all for it. It's the
Do you
best.
love the bloodline angle?
I mean, listen, what's
Would
it going
you
on, guys?
marry the bloodline angle?
Is it going on 3 years now?
If the
this
bloodline
angle?
was a worm, would you still love the bloodline?
I'd let it eat my brain, JFK or RFK style.
With your eyes open or eyes closed?
Open. I don't even know what is worse or better.
I don't know either. I think it's just personal.
Here's my issue. So now you've got 4, 7, 8. If we bring in Higo Turgaloo or whatever the other one's name is,
from the Kings.
Yes, Hidalo Turgaloo.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 8 Samoans on the roster, or Tongans. You know,
that's a bit much.
How does this look 2 years from now? Because all those guys are worth contracts. All those guys can go. It's just they're going to be involved in this thing, and then at some point, this thing, it's like the NWO, like whatever, like DX, whatever, like it's got to go away, like, you know, and then it can come back for different things. But like, are we going to be able to disassociate the Guerrillas of Destiny in 2 years as just a tag team that have nothing to do with the bloodline? Because I don't know if these fans can, because when the Bullet Club, when Carlos, or I was about to call him Carlos Anderson.
Carlos
when
Anderson. Arriba!
When Carlos Anderson and fucking
Carl Anderson.
and
Gallows.
Gallows, Jack Gallows came back.
Jack.
Luke
I
Gallows.
said came back with AJ. It was dope. But then when they had to go away from AJ, nobody cared. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna be awesome. This whole Bloodline shit's gonna go on for another fucking 12 months, and I'm here for it. I just don't know what this group of guys looks like in 2 years.
Run it forever, brother. That's the answer. No, I think a legacy faction is not a terrible thing to create if WWE does their version of.
You want to keep them together, the Four Horsemen.
No, like a Bullet Club, for example. People can be rotated, obviously, but you're creating a legacy faction. I think that could. I don't know. I mean, which I'm for. It's just they're not known for keeping. Like WCW ran the Four Horsemen from fucking 85 to fucking 2001. I agree, Hunter's different. I don't want Pumps to get mad at me. I don't want Pumps to get mad at me when I say that. Hello, hold on, Hunter. Yeah, no. I said you were different. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So I hope they do that. Like WCW ran the Four Horsemen in one way or another for 25 years. And is the WWE finally going to do that with a Samoan Bloodline faction like this, on and off? Obviously, it's not going to be at the top of the card forever, but on and off. I hope they don't go away from it, because they only let shit run for 2 or 3 years and then it's a wrap. I don't know.
No, the New Day's been mid forever, so.
But that's 2 guys. This is 8 fucking guys.
Well, it was 3 guys at some point.
That's right. I forgot that Big E is still a guy.
Dude. I also love that you Rick Sanchez like burp talked during that final point.
Okay, so I stroked off the Bloodline.
Keep it going forever, WWE, in a nutshell. Listen, Hunter.
Yeah, I'm for it. Okay, let's get into Money in the Bank really quick before we wrap this up.
Money on the roof.
Money on the roof, and then we'll get into our new shit, and we'll take this one home, guys. Okay, Money in the Bank. Here is the card. A much easier graphic to pay attention to than the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, it's 5 matches.
5 matches, 3 hours, 5 matches. I like it.
WWE is already making the money off of this, though. That's the thing. This isn't a pay-per-view model anymore. Whereas, and I would imagine AEW is trying to overload their card because it is a pay-per-view model, which is antiquated.
Yes, right. I understand that. I just, as I say, I just wish I cared about the stories more in AEW, like I did at the beginning, and I would buy their product.
But why?
I mean, right pumps. I mean, you and I would buy the first 5 pay-per-views they had.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I
just
would buy it if I was invested in seeing these people wrestle. Like,
sure.
I'm not gonna buy your show for 2 matches. I'm not.
Correct. Yes.
I'll tell you, I would buy an AEW pay-per-view if it was like 6 matches and $20.
Oh yeah.
Like TNA.
Why wouldn't you just break that up? Yeah, I mean, like that's. I don't know.
And listen, I'll buy the Wembley show. I like when they're in a giant arena. That's cool. Like, I'll probably buy the Wembley show. I bought the last one. Like, I like seeing 70,000 wrestling fans chant and yell shit. And like, you know, they're gonna do it up and it's outdoor, and I think that's fun. Like they'll get me on that one. But I can't justify when you basically give a pay-per-view every week. I can't justify giving $60 to see shit that I'm basically just going to see on television for free.
I am willing to go watch it on your television and not put in any money towards the pay-per-view.
Oh, you'll put in money on pizza. Anyway, so.
I'll bring in food. Yeah, I'll bring food. That's what I was going to say. But I will bring food. I will do more than pizza.
Money in the Bank. Does Sami Zayn drop the belt here? I think he does.
Yeah. It'll be Tiffy, LA Knight, Bloodline, Braun Breaker, Bisexual Undertaker.
Wow.
Oh, I like Pumps. Pumps has got the fucking man. I like it. Pablo, you tell me your picks, and then I'll tell you my picks, and then we'll talk about it for a second.
I guess I don't want to say Braun Breaker, but I think unless it's a screw job, it's going to be Braun Breaker. I disagree. I think it's going to be I think it may be Drew McIntyre or Jey Uso. Doesn't make sense for LA Knight yet.
But he's got a year.
I'll say this. Yeah. Tiffy or Chelsea Green. I would love to see Chelsea Green only because I feel like Chelsea Green could eventually also run a really good program against Piper Niven. And I feel like it'd be really good. And I think she
Chelsea Green is one of the most underrated women in wrestling.
I agree. She's really good. So I'd be happy with Tiffy or Chelsea Green. I think those are the two logical choices. I mean, I don't know, the Bloodline brings out the new Wiseman or maybe the new, like I said, come on, little wise woman, or maybe just the final boss does a little interrupting. Maybe we can tease a little bit of The Rock. But I think the Bloodline has to go over there to give them some sort of credibility and to make them winners.
The wise woman is Cody's mother.
And
I'd be in for that. It was me, Austin.
Or no, it's Brandy.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's Brandy.
Gosh.
It was right in front of our faces.
So can't get Triple H on the phone and fucking pumps a check right the fuck now. Hunter. Yeah, and I guess I don't know. This is a toss-up for me because you have two options. You know, Priest could leave the Judgment Day by force, whatever, and you could kind of have a clean break there. Why wouldn't you put that belt back on Seth Rollins? Because I feel like the eventual program is still Seth Rollins, McIntyre, and Punk somehow. I don't know. I don't know that last one. I have no prediction. I'm just waiting to be entertained.
Okay, my prediction is Braun Breaker because he can use that belt. Sammy's over. Doesn't need it. He got that whole WrestleMania build-up and all that kind of shit. It's all good. And I also think we might be seeing a Sammy realigning with the original Bloodline.
Yes.
It's the Usos, Sammy, and Roman versus these four. So I think Sammy is going to be able to stay at the top of angles on shows without the Intercontinental title. And Braun
Sammy's
Breaker
got other things to do.
I completely agree. The Money in the Bank. I feel bad for Andrade because he keeps getting these big match spots, and everyone knows he's got no chance of winning any of them. But he's a really good wrestler.
I mean, 3 of those people are there just for the spots.
100%. Chad Gable has a good thing going right now. He's just in there because he's a hell of a fucking wrestler, but he's got his own angle happening, which I like that they
will probably get taken out by the Wyatt Six in this.
Correct. That's another. See,
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. I yes. Or a full Tozawa Otis, like
sure
we haven't had some whatever like that. LA Knight's on a collision course with Logan Paul, so I don't think he's going to win it. I think they're going to put the U.S. title on LA Knight at SummerSlam, so I don't think he's going to win it. Carmelo Hayes is a hell of a fucking wrestler, but he's not going to win it. He's the new Ricochet. I just hope that he can get over better in that spot.
I mean, he cut better promos already.
As being the guy that is a really good wrestler, you need to do something else. I think it goes to Pablo's boy Jey Uso. I think he needs it. Well, fuck, because he's going to be in the Bloodline angle. No, yeah. I
watched SmackDown tonight too, by the way, and he had the strongest promo, and it seemed like they were kind of.
Yes, I think McIntyre, who took an L in his home country, he also took an L with McIntyre's took too many L's in a row for as being as good as he's been to not get rewarded at some point. And I think this is it. You're right. I think Drew wins this. Because he can use it in so many different ways in storyline situations with Punk and Seth and Priest and Gunter. Gunter's the guy. Gunter is facing the winner of Priest and Seth.
Yeah.
So
you can have Drew cash in that night too.
You could do that as well.
By Punk. The Money in the Bank right away and add layers of that story.
So one of two things. listen, this is why, shout out to fucking Uncle Trips, Uncle Paul. I think the Priest Seth match is a toss-up, which is a fun way to want to watch a show because they can go so many ways with Priest and Seth and Drew and Punk and Gunter that either one of whoever loses this match to me is still going to get an awesome angle moving forward. It's not just going to be, hey, I'm Will Osprey. I lost to fucking Swerve Strickland, and then the next week,
Don't.
Osprey.
I had to take a fucking dip to the face. So I don't think the loser of this match is going to get that treatment.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a dick to the face. I think. Can you play that back?
So, however it happens, whether Punk interferes or Gunter interferes or Drew interferes, or if it's just clean, because I think Finn and the Judgment Day might come to help Priest. That backfires. Priest loses to Seth. Now you've started the Priest versus the Judgment Day, Damian Priest face turn, and then they can go that route where Finn is now the leader of Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think whoever loses doesn't lose because they've built these different levels of stories to where they can branch off and do their thing.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm. The Bloodline versus the Cody and the Good Guys. I want to say that maybe there's a Randy Orton situation here. Well, fuck. SummerSlam's coming up, right?
I would say protect that Randy and Cody thing till next WrestleMania.
Right, because that's what I'm thinking. Randy and Cody have a feud to happen.
Yeah, but if they're planning on teeing up Roman versus The Rock,
you're right. They can do that at the Rumble. Exactly. Pumps is exactly right. You don't even need that.
Cody?
Randy and Cody, yeah, because you got to have shows.
Because Cody doesn't need to be in the Rumble if he's still got the belt.
Correct. And Randy and Cody aren't main eventing WrestleMania, bro. Stop it. It's in Vegas. It's the Roman and Rock or whatever it's going to be.
But that's a good, I think, as a fan perspective, that's a story that fans could sink their teeth in so people don't freak out about The Rock
going into the Rumble. That's a Rumble or Survivor Series. We're forgetting about.
Well, I'm saying Randy Cody is your night 1 main event and Rock and Roman is your night 2 main event. And it just is what it is. It'll still work. I'm not.
Yeah, maybe it's a good problem to have. I think maybe we get a Roman show up here.
No.
SummerSlam, maybe, huh?
Too soon.
Or I don't know. Maybe you get Solo into.
They haven't even put all the pieces in play yet. It's too soon.
I mean, also WrestleMania's got to be the Usos versus the Guerrillas of Destiny, right?
Yeah, all that.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
All this Bloodline stuff. I want to say will pay off at Mania, and that's why The Rock and Roman are going to have that program. And it's going to be in Vegas, and unfortunately, Nathan is banned from Vegas, as we all know.
I'm working on it. I'm getting back in. I've talked to some people, and I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we get out of here, if you've hung with us, all 2 of you, who have also dipped in and out, so I don't even know how long. Also, Johnny California Pirates, all the pay-per-views for free, and we can't show that because we can't support that.
No, we could never support that.
We have a new logo, guys.
Yeah.
Pablo, tell us how this logo came to be.
I got a very talented.
Wait. Should I show it here first before we talk about it? Because his art should definitely be shown while we talk about it. Oh wait, no, this is not it.
You piece of shit.
Hold on. That's not our new logo at all. Okay, all right. Sorry. My bad.
Close. I mean, maybe,
I got Pumps to call me a piece of shit.
I mean, should it be?
Drum roll.
I don't have. This is why we need a producer.
Here it is, guys. This is fucking incredible.
Yes,
the
it is.
abdominal stretch. Tell us about it, Pumps.
Me?
I said, oh, sorry, Pablo. Tell us about it, Pablo.
I was waiting for Pumps.
Yeah, sorry.
Tell us
I've
about it.
had fucking 7 drinks during the show.
It is a. Let me see if I can add this. He's what I need a producer.
Can we add
There we
double?
go.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Perfect.
So this is have a very. I surround myself with talented individuals such as you two
What's
gentlemen
that
as
like?
well, right? So,
How many other shows are you on?
what? Me or Pumps?
You.
Not me.
Yeah, Pump surrounds himself by untalented people. That's why we're friends.
I'm just on one other. I'm just on one. I'm a free agent, brother. I'm available. Who wants to?
All of a sudden, you're a fucking free agent. We got a new fucking.
I got creative control in my contract. This is what
That's what happened with Giandra.
I Hulk Hogan's Nathan as well. I'm Mercedes Monager, him now. So,
If Jim Cornette comes out as your advocate, that would be even a bigger surprise.
uh,
Okay, go on.
BUA's art, you guys can find him there. He did another thing for me for Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Super talented concept artist, creator. Dude's got and you know what's infuriating about how good Waz is actually is that he's like one of those dudes that makes it look easy. Like you're watching him like draw shit. Like, like Bob Ross is just like slapping trees up there and you're trying to paint like Bob Ross and you're like, what the fuck?
And it looks nothing like his at the end.
Yeah. So he's one of those, like, he's so good, he makes it look effortless. And yeah, he was nice enough to, cut us a good deal. But he's not cutting anybody else any good deals. You guys paid
No.
full price.
And listen, we should have paid full price, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And we're lucky we didn't, because this is the quality that you get. It's like when I do my covers for my albums, like you want to reward other artists and respect them if you're able to pay for some, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, I'm pretty sure he may like get unlimited trips to the taco stand here in Orange, California.
Exactly. Listen, how you pay for stuff is how you pay for stuff. That's that's why OnlyFans is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
We just got good negotiators, good lawyers here.
My man, and I'm telling you, if this show ever takes off and gets more than 50 views in a week, he will be taken care of. 1,000,000%.
He is super talented though, and he obviously added a little bit. If you look at the art, I'm sure at some point we'll put it up here on social media. Like there's like little people in the background and stuff, like a little.
No,
crowd.
yes. I mean, listen, listen. Pumps' bow tie matches his shoes, and they're, you know what I mean? Like
the Young Bucks pumps.
It's the Young Bucks pumps, and he's also in the old school WWE referee outfit where they had to wear bow ties. I mean, it's the little things. You know what I'm saying? It's also when in all honesty, when we were doing this and Pablo was sending me like on the side, like, like as it was going, like as dude was working on it for us. I told him, I go, and I had hair at the time. I just recently shaved my head, which I've had a shaved head for like 20 years. My wife asked me to grow my hair out. Long story short, I've had a hair for like a year. And I've not been super thrilled about it.
You had like the John Cena.
Yeah, and exactly. And I told Pablo, I said, hey man, make sure he makes me bald. And Pablo's like, yeah, but you have hair or whatever. And I go, yeah, not for long. Like that's like if we're going for longevity, I'm gonna look like that a lot more than I'm gonna look like fucking, John Cena in the Marine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like my wedding photos. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah. You can blame Rose for that.
Did you look like John Cena in the Marine and all the bumps?
No, I had my hair. Exactly. But no, it's the abdominal stretch. It's we're using the rope for leverage. It's my face, Pump's face, and Pablo's face is kind of how it is on average during the whole show.
It's not a flattering angle, but
I mean, this is incredible. So
look, I gave him like aside from those two requests, one of them was just like Nathan's got to be bald and Pump's got to be wearing cool shoes.
And my tattoo has, and my chest tattoo's got to be.
I did. I sent him.
Yeah.
That was a little weird because I'm like, because he's like, I'm like, hey, I have a just tattoo on my chest. It's not great, but it's just just for accuracy. And he even got I got a
the fleur-de-lis in your wrist. Yeah.
But I was like, he's like, yeah, send me a picture. I'm like, is this weird if I send you a shirtless picture of myself? So you can see like what my tattoo looks like. But luckily, I'd already had a shirtless picture of like me in Hawaii, so it's not awkward. I'm not
fucking luckily.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm not
yeah.
It's out there. It's up. There's shirtless photos of me out there on social media.
Pablo didn't have to scroll too far deep to find a shirtless photo. Let's just put it that way.
One little clip down the dark web there, and you can find shirtless photos of me. Yeah, so he incorporated that. Yeah, Nathan's bald and Pump's got. It is the '90s wrestling referee attire.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So let's check it out. So we're gonna do t-shirts, okay?
Yeah.
So obviously, there's 3 of us. So the majority rules, and we can talk about this off air, but I want to talk about this on air just a little bit. I think instead of having this image on the front, we have it on the back, and then over the heart, like this LA kind of, and we have an AS, like abdominal stretch, right? Like, and then we have some sort of moniker on like above the back or whatever. We're gonna do fonts. We're going to figure out the Abdominal Stretch Show font or whatever. And it says something funny, like a toxic space for safe fans or safe people. So whatever. Or like we watch the wrestling. We don't watch the wrestling that you don't really watch either. Like, I don't know, something like, but I think that this should be big on the back, and then the front chest piece should be like an AS logo. Maybe even in Old English, because apparently anybody can use that as their font.
Nobody's got copyright on Old English, brother.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I think that would be a cool shirt to do. We're doing shirts regardless. So,
yeah.
If they fly off the shelves, somebody's gonna make some money, and it's the fucking incredible gentleman that did. Throw his fucking handle up again.
Oh
Waz.
Let's see.
Yeah.
B-Waz art.
B-Waz, yeah. What's his like name though?
Brian Wozniak.
Okay, Brian, because I'm dancing around because I just want to call him B-Waz.
I call him Waz. Waz is
okay. All right.
Friends call him.
Gotta call him the Waz.
Just Waz. No,
dude, that's a good. You should take some of those clips from Code Monkeys where they're calling him the Waz when the Waz shows up. Code Monkeys. God damn it.
That was only episode 1 though. Well, he shows back up at the end.
There's another famous Wozniak that's floating around out there that's kind of helped influence a lot of things within our current culture and world, right?
Yeah, just one.
So, not to be mistaken, no relation. I've asked him. I consistently ask him just to be sure. But no relation to the other Waz. But Brian Wozniak, B-Waz art. Super talented guy.
Thank you so much.
Get at him on social media.
Yes, this is
comment on every one of his posts how much you love the abdominal stretch art.
Oh, they will. Trust me, once I start aggressively dropping fucking advertisements for shirts, Pumps knows. If I've got merchandise, buddy, your boy is ready to absolutely make a fool of himself.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it'll be cool. Pumps, do you have anything else to plug or say? We're gonna be back on Thursday, right? We're gonna do Thursdays. Is that gonna be our deal?
Thursdays, I think is pretty good. Like Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was working those last 2 episodes, but we didn't do it this week because 4th of July, obviously. But
because Money in the Bank predictions got to happen too. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that would have happened Thursday anyway.
So, don't pen us in. Pencil us in for Thursdays at fucking 7. Pumps, where can we find you, dog?
Pump61, Instagram. And that's about it.
Pablo.
That's right.
Ramiro or Estevez, where can we find you, sir?
Deeper Issues Nerdcast. I don't know how to do this. Deeper Issues Nerdcast on all social media. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's it. It's all Facebook.
You
I'm
can
on
find-
Facebook too. So if you're over 50,
fucking okay, boomer.
hey, look, dude. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to the Realm of Collectors wrestling.
The what?
The Realm of Collectors
There it
wrestling
is.
page. I like them a lot.
The realm.
Yes, we throw our shit in there, and shout out to those guys. Those guys are awesome. My name is Ethan S. Skill. You can also find me on all the things. New album is done. It's in the late stages of mixing and stuff that I hate because I've heard these songs 5,000 times over the last year, and it's like I need to do the AirPod test and the fucking car test and the speaker test, and so it's because I do all that shit myself and I'm not that great at it. So I say all that to say there will be a new Cold Souther album, Misery Loves Company, probably within the next month or so. I had a couple shows recently. Those were really fun. They've reinvigorated my old head rap spirit. And I'm going to be doing some more videos, lots of videos. And
One on the boat, hopefully.
I don't know. That's enough. See, that's the problem is that I got these fucking ideas for albums that were fucking 3 years ago. So it's like... anyway, at the end of the day, be nice to each other. And watch wrestling.
We're all fucked. God damn it.
Strong way to end the show.